weather and fun in the sun. Hastings has an outstanding landscape, the triple peaks of Te Mata and the stunning Cape Kidnappers with its famous colony of gannets. Hastings is the heart for many of New Zealand's favourite sporting pursuits and attractions. The business and retail precinct is at the top of its game. At the helm, its innovative, hard-working community. A diverse global and Māori culture enrich our district. Our kete is now full to the brim. Come and bask in the bounty of the Hastings district, the heart of Hawke's Bay.
Quiz, query, try, spy, take cover, go for a swim, go on a whim, go outside in and inside out. Look once, look twice, follow a compass, not a clock. Never stop discovering.
The whole Equestrian brand is founded upon the life and the way of life in this part of the world. We want to create fragrances that reflect our lifestyle here and reflect who we are as people. It's important that the environment, the fragrances, the natural waxes and everything play together to create this one beautiful thing.
Ultramox, the multi-worming solution for horses from Bayer.
Ultramox is the only triple active wormer that contains moxidectin. Ultramox is effective against internal parasites of horses, but the addition of moxidectin means that it's also active against encysted cyathostomes. Ultramox was developed in New Zealand and is manufactured in New Zealand for New Zealand horses. Available from your local vet, equine specialty or farm supply store.
Bayer, science for a better life.
Well, welcome back everyone to Land Rover Horse of the Year for 2020, the final day, Sunday 15th of March 2020, Land Rover Horse of the Year. We are moments away from a start in our second competition for today, the second to last competition here in Land Rover Premier Arena. It is the Junior Rider of the Year. 30 combinations will be back, and they will jump this Werner Degg designed course, a great little course set up, ready to go, and we are underway with our first combination. They have come into the arena, and that combination is Caption NZPH for Lichelle Small. 30 combinations, and we will invite 8 of them back. Caption NZPH for Lichelle Small. Time allowed for this course of 93 seconds. From Remarema in Auckland is 17-year-old Lichelle Small. So all these riders aged between 13 and under 21. This is a 2-round competition, same as we saw earlier this morning in the Nelson Family Meter 35. A good little track here set by Werner Degg, set at around about $1.25 m, and he's asked a fairly good question straight up off the bat, and can you canter to the first fence? He's given a couple of little options. They can come off the left rein and go in between the catwalk fence and the blue wall, or they can come off the right rein, but just other little bits and pieces for these young riders to look at. As I say, all these riders are under the age of 21. And Lichelle, only 17. She's been riding since she was 3 years old, though. Lichelle rides the Yakos Latour mare Caption NZPH, and she is one from home now. Lichelle Small aboard Caption NZPH, owned by Michelle's mum, Aria. She comes to the last. She's up and over the last. She's inside the time allowed of 93 seconds. Her time of 79.79. Well under the time allowed of 93. Lichelle Small and Caption NZPH. It is a 2-round competition though, so 8 combinations will be back for the second round. As we welcome Icebreaker 2 for Anna Nalda. She is from Rangiora, 15 years of age is Anna. And she rides the Paul Johnston bred Icebreaker 2. 2019, Anna represented New Zealand at the FEI Children's Classic in Uzbekistan. A team of 3 this year for Anna. A Grand Prix pony and a Mini Prix pony, as well as Icebreaker 2. You see here in front of you, jumps through the treble nicely. Comes to the Land Rover Oxer underneath the stand there in Land Rover Premier Arena. Sitting on 4 faults at the moment is Anna. Two from home for Anna and Icebreaker 2. Big leap over the catwalk Oxer. She comes to the last, the Baileys Oxer and Anelda and Icebreaker 2. Just takes that one rail, but it's an 8-fault round for Anna and Icebreaker 2. 12 jump faults, 78.55. So underneath the time allowed of 93. So it doesn't look as if time will be an issue in this class. 93 seconds is the time allowed. And both of our riders have gone round well underneath the time. 2-round competition. 8 combinations will be back for the second round. We welcome a young lady from here in Hastings, Isabella Narachi, and she rides a good time. An 8-year-old steel grey mare, bred by Bruce Goldstone, owned by Dirk Walden, by the stallion Lan Singh out of the mare Good Girl. Isabella Narachi from Hastings. Had a ride in the Farmlands Pony of the Year yesterday evening. Finished with 8 faults on her pony. She rides the 162 centimetre high. Good time. Very talented young rider is Isabella. Only 15 years old. Comes to the Wade equine fence and down to the Catwalk Trust Oxer. Isabella Narachi riding good time. She comes to the last. She sits clear at the moment. Oh, and it's a rail down at the last. Really nice ride for Isabella Narachi and a good time. Just one down at the Baileys Liverpool. It'll be 4 faults for Isabella Narachi. She will slot into second place at this stage with her time of 86.19, with 2 riders on 4 faults. With Michelle Small and Isabella Narachi sitting on 4. We go now to our next combination. Natalia Lammers rides Halpuri Shakespeare by the stallion Funny Star. out of that wonderful World Cup mare, Nicolette NZPH, owned by NZPH stud and Warwick Hansen. Alpuri Shakespeare. Natalia Lemmers from Whangarei. 17-year-old is Natalia. Just one down there at the Ultramox treble. So she goes to 4 faults. Should any of these horses knock a rail, they can knock as many as they want, but if they fall out of the cups or they lower the height of any element, they will be given 4 penalties. If they knock the fence and the rail doesn't fall down, they are not penalised. If they knock a fence and one of the lower elements are dislodged from one of the cups, they are also not penalised. They have to lower the height of the element. You'll see Natalia come to the oxer here, 1 rail in the front, 1 rail at the back, right at the top. And also this last fence here, it's a spread, so the horse has to jump up and out. So they have to jump up. These fences here set at between $1.25 and $1.30. And they are set between $1 to $1.35 wide, if they are a wide fence. You'll see fence 2, it has 3 rails. As we go around the course, you'll see fence 2, it's got 3 rails. It's what we call a triple bar. If any of those rails are dislodged, they will be penalised. You see there in your shot there the 3 stands at fence number 2. If any of those are dislodged, you are penalised 4 faults. Should your horse have a stop at any fence, the first time they are penalised 4 faults. The second time they are penalised 8. So if they stop twice, they will have a total of 12. And if they stop the third time, you are eliminated. Should the horse and rider part company anywhere in the arena, they will also be eliminated. Comes now Louis for Casey McKenna. From Dannyburg is Casey. And Louis by the stallion Lansing. 14-year-old Dannyburg High student. This is their first premier young junior rider together. First season show jumping. Formerly showing and in a side saddle was Casey. So a bit of a difference for her here at Land Rover Horse of the Year. She rides Lewis. Having a good ride so far is Casey McKenna and Louis. To the Wade equine vertical. 2 from home, Louis and Casey McKenna. Huge leap. At the last now. She circles back to her left and comes to the final fence. Oh, and she jumps it, and it is all clear. Great ride, Louis and Casey McKenna. Well done, young lady from Dannyburg. She competed in side saddle in the UK last year. She rides Land Rover Horse of the Year 2020, and she jumps our first clear in the Junior Rider Final here at Land Rover Premier Arena. Sunday, March the 15th, 2020. We have 1 clear. Casey McKenna and Louis. We have 2 on 4 faults. That's Lachelle Small and Isabella Mirachi. Margot Curtis is in the arena. 18-year-old is Margot, studying equine muscular therapy. South Island is Margot, and she rides a Flirtini by the stallion Eurosport Centavos out of the mare Pip. 2 from home for Margot and Flirtini. She comes to the last now. The Baileys Liverpool. Margot Curtis and Flirtini. Up and over she goes is the 18-year-old Margot, and she is all clear. 83.12 there you see on the screen. You'll see the +2. That is meaning that she is 2 seconds slower than Casey's time. All that means is that that'll determine the order in which they come back for the second round. Should we have more than 8 clears, all the clears will be back, but we'll guarantee to bring you back 8 clears for the second round. It is a 2-round competition. Junior Rider Final, Land Rover Horse of the Year for 2020. We welcome the young lady from Marlborough, another one of these great young riders from the South Island. She attends Queen Margaret College as a boarder. Born and bred, though, Marlborough girl. Marlborough proud is Amy Gibbs. Rides Soho. By the stallion, a Brood Too Hot. The lovely chestnut Brood Too Hot. He was out of the mare Rosa Bella. Amy Gibbs rides Soho. Oh, and just one down there at the last as well, so it'll be a 12-fault round for Amy Gibbs aboard Soho. 84.77 is her time, and she will have 12 jump penalties. It'll be Amy Gibbs and Soho. Junior Rider Final of the Year. Land Rover Horse of the Year 2020. 7 combinations have gone. We have 2 clears, Casey McKenna and Margot Curtis. Junior Rider of the Year 2020 here at Land Rover Horse of the Year. The beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay. You can see the sun shining here in the beautiful Hawke's Bay. Well, a light breeze blowing from east to west, giving us around about a lovely, comfortable temperature of about 18 degrees. Beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay puts on another spectacle here at Land Rover Horse of the Year. We go now to young Tara Gower from Ohura. Tara rides Double J Image. By the stallion, Double J Repecharge out of Irish Mac. Pony of the Year last night did Tara Gower aboard Nahiwi Roni Pony. A lot of these junior riders combining horse and pony rides. You can ride a pony up into the finish of your 17th age season. Double J Image and Tara Gower, they give us the 3rd clear round. They are slightly slower with an 83.19, but all that is determining the return order of the second round. Tara Gower, Double J Image goes all clear. So young lady from New Plymouth here in front of us is Karis Spurway. She rides Capatek, formerly ridden by Natasha Brooks, owned by Natasha and the Tavis-Byrne partnership, by the thoroughbred stallion Capstard out of the mare Fanny Black. Capatek has won a couple of World Cup classes here in New Zealand with Natasha Brooks aboard. Fortunate rail there at the News Talk ZB first fence for Karis. At this stage, 4 faults and less will bring you back for the second round. But the way it goes at the moment, I think you'll need to jump clear to come back for the second round, with 3 of our 8 combinations having already gone clear. 22 combinations still to go. Capatek and Karis Spurway come to the last. Up and over they go. Capatek and Karis Spurway, just the one rail at the News Talk ZB fence number 1 for Karis and Capatek. Jump faults, and so she will slot in to 5th place. At this stage, will Karis on the leaderboard for the Junior Rider. Horse of the Year 2020. Francesca Coric van der Pas is now a combination in the arena. Now, Francesca rides Corrado by the stallion Eurosport Centavos out of the mare Biloxi from Paraparaumu, bottom of the North Island, is 16-year-old Francesca Coric van der Pas. Jumps safely through the Ultra Mox treble. 3 fences in a row. Work off a 12-foot stride. There's course designer. So they have half a stride to land and to take off. 12 foot in between for each stride. Number of combinations of varying distances, so you can have a 4-stride line or a 5-stride, 7 on a bending line. Number of combinations that you can have. It's like this line down here to the catwalk. Jumped really nicely by Cardo and Francesca. She comes to the last now, sitting clear. She gives it a rub, but she jumps it clear. 81.51 for Francesca Coric van der Pas, and Cardo jumps all clear. No, that is clear round number 4. Looking more and more likely it's going to have to be clear to get back for the second round. So combination there in front of you, just showing his horse fence number 12. Make sure Venrose Vertigo is ready to go. 14-year-old bay mare by Ramazzotti, bred by the Wenrose stud. Ridden today by Dylan Nabidi from Onga Onga. There's Dylan Onga Onga here in Central Hawke's Bay. 15-year-old at Central Hawke's Bay College is Dylan. Started his own sheep breeding program. Has Dylan breeding the black and coloured sheep. By all accounts, they are very sought after throughout New Zealand. Dylan Biddy's sheep. He rides Venrose Vertigo in the Junior Rider of the Year. Jumps away to Equine, comes to the catwalk Oxa. Stay over there for Dylan. And Wenrose Vertigo comes to the last. The Bailey's Oxa sets him up. Up and over goes Dylan aboard Wenrose Vertigo. 1 round. 80.14 is his time. He'll slot into the top 6 though at this stage. Of course, it's unofficial at the moment until the completion of this first round. 8 combinations will come back. Definitely all the clears guarantee their spot to come back, but we'll determine at what level we will call the 8 at. At the moment, it's 4 faults and less, but we've still got 19 combinations left to go. Welcome the young lady that attends St Kentigern College in Auckland. Amy Collinson rides a Bunny Hop. Bred by Joanne Bridgman by her stallion Grasshopper out of the mare Sophie. Sixth last night in the FMG Farmlands Pony of the Year aboard Moonlight Glow. Bunny Hop. Bred by Joanne Bridgman from Cambridge. I wish Joanne all the best in her recoveries. Three from home for Amy and Bunny Hop. Comes to the last. Does Amy Collinson aboard Bunny Hop. They sit on 4 faults. Oh, gives it a big rub, but it stays in the cups. Another 4 faulter for Amy Collinson and Bunny Hop. To 9th at this stage. So at the moment we have 4 guaranteed to come back for the second round. They are Casey McKenna, Francesca Corrich, Van der Baas, Margot Curtis and Tara Gower. Those 4 combinations are guaranteed to come back. We will have 8 that come back for the second round. Go to Kimberly Carrington. From Takapau. There's a border at Fielding High is Kimberly. She rides Double J Barmaid by the stallion Double J Repicharge out of the mare Double J Charterlane. Another one of these wonderful Double J horses. And Kimberly's younger sister Samantha winning the Farmlands Pony of the Year last night aboard colours of Lansing. She comes down to 6A, B and 7. Kimberly Carrington aboard Double J Barmaid. So for Kimberly Carrington and Double J Barmaid. The Bailey's Oxer. And it now up and over the last, and it will be an 8-fault round for Kimberly and Double J Barmaid. So 12 combinations have jumped, 17 are left to go. Junior Rider Final for 2020. Land Rover Horse of the Year. Riley Sheehan. From Te Aroha, as Riley attends St John's College in Hamilton and rides at Bandito NZPH. Rode Tony the Pony yesterday in the Farmlands Pony of the Year, and he rides Bandito NZPH. Junior Rider of the Year. Sits up nicely, sits in 4th at the moment on the Junior Rider Series class. Heads to the last does Riley Sheehan aboard Bandito NZPH. .77.17 is the quickest clear round for Riley Sheehan and Bandito NZPH. Great ride, Riley. Well done. He joins our other 4 clears. Does Riley Sheehan on Bandito NZPH. They join Casey McKenna, Francesca Konich van der Baas, Margot Curtis and Tara Gower. And Riley Sheehan, that's your 5 clears so far in the Junior Rider of the Year. Carpaccio Extreme for Sophie Littlewood. From Auckland is Sophie. Immigrated from England 9 years ago, did Sophie, and she rides a 7-year-old bay mare, Carpaccio Extreme. By the stallion Corfino 2 out of Demiri AF. Bred by Charlene Workman. Open day and auction down at Extreme Sport Horses very shortly. Want one of these lovely Extreme Sport Horses. Get on the World Wide Web and search Extreme Sport Horses. I'll pop down there and view the open day. Carpaccio Extreme for Sophie Littlewood. They sit on 12 faults at the moment in the Junior Rider Final. This is a 2-round competition though. We'll have 8 combinations come back for the second round. Every single clear is guaranteed to return. And at the moment, the top 8 sit with 4 faults or less. It's a 12-fault round for Sophie and Carpaccio Extreme. So, combination you see there in front of you, cantering on the side of Land Rover Arena in the beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay. AP Ninja with Georgia Bussard. From Cambridge is Georgia. She was a member of the winning Sabre Sam pony class team here earlier in the week. She attends St. Peter's School. Rode Redcliffe Spill yesterday in the Farmlands Pony of the Year. She rides AP Ninja by the thoroughbred stallion AP Ruler out of an office affair. Bred by Graham Thomas. Nicely ridden for Georgia. AP Ninja. Can they add to our 5 clears we have so far in the junior rider? One to go, AP Ninja and Georgia Bussard. 17-year-old from Cambridge, attends St. Peter's Cambridge School. Oh, and she just knocks the last. As the last rail down does Georgia aboard AP Ninja. You see her come through the treble. AP Ninja jumping really nicely. An unfortunate one rail at the last fence. Bailey's Liverpool. It is a 4-fault round. She'll slot into 9th place, so she'll be outside the top 8, and she will not be back for the second round. So 5 clears so far. First round of the junior rider final. Those 5 are Targa Gower, Margot Curtis, Francesca Korich van der Baas, Casey McKenna and Riley Sheehan. Those are our 5 clears so far. We have 14 combinations left to go. 16 have competed. The first of those 14 is Isabel Jamieson. She rides Di Capiro CSNZ. Rides the 9-year-old chestnut gelding by Eurosport Heartbreaker. Bred by Chalican Sport Horses. Zanana Rattray from Chalican Sport Horses. Isabella Jamieson from Whangarei. 16 years of age is Isabel. Comes to the last, Di Capiro CSNZ and Isabel Jamieson. She's clear at the moment, shortens up, jumps it easy as and gives the horse a big pat. Clear round number 6 for Isabel Jamieson and Di Capiro CSNZ. They come through the treble there. She gives him a little bit of a tap on the shoulder just to keep him alive and awake. Sure he is on the game. Di Capiro, CSNZ and Isabel Jamieson. Extravaganza for Noah Coots. Noah, 16-year-old from Mosgiel, down in the South Island, just outside of Dunedin. It's a member of the New Zealand team that went to the Russian Friendship Games in Moscow 2018. To Noah, he rides Extravaganza. 13-year-old grey mare by Exemplar by Mamaku Stud. 2 from home for Noah Coots and Extravaganza. Jumps the last, easy enough, and has 12 faults. Does Extravaganza and Noah Coots. Peter Milne comes to Land Rover Premier Arena aboard Global PH My Lord. By the stallion My Lord Carthago out of Sinfinity. Owned and bred by Jenny McIntyre. They come from Nelson, does Peter. She is our current national junior champion and the current South Island champion. Won in the last 2 months. She sits in 4th place in the Junior Rider Series, does Peter, 16 years old. Attends Nelson College for girls, does Peter. Global PH My Lord. Just knocks the back rail there at 6B. It's Global PH and My Lord. Two from home for Peter and Global PH My Lord. It's a 4-fault round, and unfortunately she will drop out of the top 10 with only the top 8 combinations coming back. 6 clears so far. They are Isabel Jameson, Tara Gower, Margot Curtis, Francesca Korich, Van der Baas, Casey McKenna and Riley Sheehan. Those are your 6 clears so far. We will be bringing 8 combinations back for the second round of the Junior Rider Final. Horse of the Year 2020, 11 combinations are left to go. Welcome the young lady from Christchurch. She attends Villa Maria College. Olivia Adams rides Casalada 2 by Corofino 2. Bred by Prue Jackson in Tiakau. Casalida 2 for Olivia Adams. Well, it's an 8-fault round for Casalida 2 and Olivia Adams. A total of 8. 90. 19 combinations have completed the first round of the Junior Rider Final for Horse of the Year 2020. We go to another young lady from the South Island. We welcome Rosa Buist-Brown. 18-year-old Rosa rides Valley by the stallion Eurosport Centavos out of the mare Gabba Dream, owned by Rosa and the Rosa Buist family. She attends Darfield High School in the South Island and lives at the Selwyn Equestrian Centre. Does Rosa and her family. She rides a Varley. Supermoth, a Junior Rider trophy up for grabs here in the Junior Rider Final. Supermoth, of course, one of the great show jumpers in New Zealand, ridden by John Cottle. Super little Supermoth. Grey horse back in the late 90s, early 2000s, ridden by John Cottle. And she's all clear is Rosa and Varley. Be around number 7, Land Rover Horse of the Year. Junior Rider Final giving us 7 clears at this stage. Looking more and more like you are going to have to jump clear to get back for the second round. We'll bring back 8 combinations at this stage. We've got 7 clear. Should we have 9 or 10 clears, they'll all come back. Jump clear and you're guaranteed to come back. We're going to take no less than 8 combinations back for the second round. Another young lady from the South Island, out of Darfield, Sophie Townsend. And she rides Kingsley Kiwi. 9-year-old Strawberry Roan Gelding by Awatea Splashback, bred by Kingsley Park Stud. Represented New Zealand in Mexico in the children's FEI show jumping, where she was placed 6th overall and won the best rider of the competition. Sits on 4 at the moment, does Sophie and Kingsley Kiwi. Junior Rider Final for Sophie Townsend and Kingsley Kiwi. They finish on 4 faults with 1 rail. It's there at fence 2 for Sophie and Kingsley Kiwi. Just the 1 rail down, 4 faults, and they will slot into 10th place. So, young lady here in front of you, just trotting past the Land Rover Discovery, is Samantha Carrington. She won the Farmlands Pony of the Year aboard Colours of Lansing last night. But this is another class. She's on another horse. And horses are the greatest levellers. She rides Double J Breeze on by Centavos, Eurosport Centavos, out of the mare Double J Breeze. She works and rides for the Double J stables, Robin and Wendy Jacobs. Double J Breeze on for Samantha Carrington. A great ride, Samantha Carrington and Double J Breeze on. She jumps all clear. Samantha Carrington. That is clear round number 8. So clear and nothing else will do. You have to jump clear if you want to come back for the second round and have a chance of lifting the Super Moth trophy. You have to jump clear. 2-round competition, 7 combinations left to go. We welcome Emma Watson, 16-year-old from Morrinsville is Emma. She rides Kiwi, Maddox Kiwi Silver Key. Winner of the Equestrian Pony Grand Prix Series 2016-2017 aboard a Funhouse. She rides the 13-year-old Grey Gelding by Kiwi Emilion, bred by Graham Hart. Just down the road here at Fernhill Stud. Maddox Kiwi Silver Key for Emma Watson. Oh, bit of a very light touch there at the second to last for Maddox Kiwi Silver Key, and it's just a 4-fault round for Emma Watson and Maddox Kiwi Silver Key. 4 jump faults. And that puts her into 10th place. Eight combinations have jumped clear. Isabel Jameson, Rosa Buist-Brown, Tara Gower, Margot Curtis, Samantha Carrington, Francesca Borich van der Baas, Casey McKenna and Riley Sheehan. Those are our 8 combinations that have gone clear. Those 8 at this stage guaranteed to come back. And we've got 6 combinations still to go in the first round. The first of those is Emile Chaplin. She rides Truman V by the stallion Vivant. The 17-year-old from Auckland is Emile Chaplin. Comes to the last, does Emil Chaplin in Truman V. At the last, oh, and rubs the front rail and it drops to the ground. There's the top rail of the Bailey's water combination there. See her as she comes to the Land Rover Oxer, but it was the last fence. Very, very light rub, and it fell to the ground, giving her 4 faults, and she'll drop into 14th place. Outside the top 8 that are guaranteed to come back for the second round in the Junior Rider Final. Up for grabs is the Super Moth Trophy. Welcome the young lady from Hamilton, riding this lovely, lovely mare by Cassiano, out of the mare Charming Princess. Octavia MVNZ for Sophia Blackburn. Jumps the last on 8 faults, does Octavia MVNZ for Sophia Blackburn. It is an 8-fault round. Octavia MVNZ and Sophia Blackburn. Four combinations left to go in the first round of the Junior Rider Final of the year. Here, Land Rover Horse of the Year, Sunday, March the 15th, 2020, coming to you live and exclusive via Sky Sport Next, out of the beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay. We welcome now Crystal Hackett aboard Lilyberg SL Francais by the stallion Limburg des Hayets, by Seattle Lodge, owned by Catherine Cameron and Kelly Stewart. Lilyberg SL by Seattle Lodge. Fred and Lindsay Corniget from Cambridge at Seattle Lodge, formerly with the great sire Voltaire 2. And Crystal attends Waiuku College. She trains with Catherine Cameron, 16-year-old is Crystal. She had a good win here earlier in the week on her pony, the Dreamer. She rode in the Farmlands Pony of the Year yesterday aboard the Dreamer, but unfortunately a couple of rails down kept them out of the running for the top 8. Can she go one better here in the Junior Rider of the Year? She comes to the last. Lilyberg SL for Crystal Hackett, and she jumps it clean. That's our clear round number 9. Well, there you go. It's going to be a cracking second round. It won't be a jump off, it'll just be a second round, and the combination with the least amount of accumulated faults and the fastest time in the second round will be determined our winner. So 3 combinations left to go. First round, Junior Rider Final of the Year. Those three combinations are Pippa Collins, Kiva McCambridge and Olivia Prendergast. Young lady from Palmerston in Otago. She attends Columbia College in Dunedin as a boarder, does Pippa Collins. She was a member of the winning South Island team that competed against Victoria in Australia in 2019. Pippa Collins rides Double J Barman, bred by the Double J stud sisters Wendy and Robin Jacobs, by the stallion Double J Repicharge, out of the mare Double J Chenteline. Pippa Collins and Double J Barman. They have to jump clear now to guarantee themselves a spot in the second round. They want to hoist high the Super Moth Trophy. Double J Barman and Pippa Collins. She jumps it clean. Well, there you go. 10 clears. Pippa Collins and Double J Barman from Palmerston and Otago. It is clear round number 10. The first round of the Junior Rider Final for 2020. Land Rover Horse of the Year. Our second to last class here in Land Rover Premier Arena, set to get underway at 2 o'clock, is the big one, the Olympic Cup. Coming to you live and exclusive via Sky Sport Next, where you can watch the Olympic Cup with Sky Sport Next. Same as you've been watching the rest of Land Rover Horse of the Year show. Find the links. Google Sky Sport Next. Same way you found this one. Go to the Land Rover Horse of the Year Facebook page. Give you a direct link to our Sky Sport Next coverage of the Olympic Cup. But we watch the Junior Rider Final of the Year for 2020. That is the first class that we have to find a winner. We have 10 combinations so far coming back for the second round. Crystal Hackett, Isabel Jameson, Pippa Collins, Rosa Buist Brown, Tara Gower, Margot Curtis, Samantha Carrington, Cheska Korich van der Baas, Cassie McKenna and Riley Shea. Those are your top 10 at the moment. They've all jumped clear around this Werner Degg designed track. Hey there, Delilah HH and Kiva McCambridge is our second to last combination. They sit on 12 as they come to the final fence. The Baileys Liverpool knocks that down and occurs 16 penalties. Does Kiva McCambridge and Hey there, Delilah HH. One combination left to go in the Junior Rider Final for 2020. Olivia Prendergast, aboard Stella, 15-year-old from Matamata. Is Olivia. She rides a 7-year-old grey mare, Stella, by the stallion Lord Dana, out of Olivia's mother, Vicky's good horse, Solano. Stella for Olivia Prendergast. Final combination in the first round of the Junior Rider Final of the Year. We have 10 clears so far. Stella and Olivia Prendergast, they sit on 4 faults at the moment. It'll just be the 10 to come back for the second round. Watch Olivia complete her round. She's 2 from home. Catwalk Oxa. And now comes to the Bailey's Liverpool. Stella with Olivia Prendergast at the last. She jumps it clean, and it's a 4-fault round for Olivia Prendergast and Stella. Check go down there the line, 2-3, and Stella for Olivia Prendergast. Finish on 4 faults. So that brings to completion the first round of the junior rider final. You'll see there on your screen the top 10 right there on the board. Riley Sheehan, Casey McKenna, Francesca Corrich Vanderpass, Samantha Carrington, Margot Curtis, Tara Gower, Rosa Buist Brown, Philippa Collins, Isabella Jamison and Crystal Hackett. Those will be the combinations that come back for the second round of the junior rider final. And we'll be back shortly as we go from Land Rover Horse of the Year for the junior rider final. Who will hoist the Super Moth trophy and be crowned junior rider of the year for 2020? We'll find out in 10 minutes or so. We'll be back very shortly with the second round of the junior rider of the year for 2020. So welcome back to Land Rover Horse of the Year 2020. We are moments away from a start in our Junior Rider of the Year. Who's going to lift up high the Super Moth Trophy? Who will take home Junior Rider of the Year for 2020 Land Rover Horse of the Year? 10 combinations come back this second round. They all sit on a clean slate. They all sit on 0 faults. The combination that jumps this round with the least amount of faults and the quickest time will be determined our winner. Should we have an equality of faults at the completion of this round, then the time in this round will be the determining factor. Lilyberg, SL and Crystal Hackett are first combination in the ring. Junior Rider Horse of the Year 2020. Lilyberg SL by the stallion Limburg Day Hayets, owned by Catherine Cameron and Kelly Stewart. Bred at Seattle Lodge, Fred and Lindsay Corniget. Crystal Hackett on Lilyberg SL. Oh no, it's 3 rails down there. The last 3 fences for Crystal and Lilyberg SL. 52.07 is her time. The time allowed of 69, so well inside the time allowed for Crystal and Lilyberg, but 3 rails down is 12 faults. So all of these riders come in on a clean slate. They all jumped clear first round. They all carry through 0 penalties, so it's really straightforward and simple. Jump this round with the least amount of faults and you could win it. If we have an equality of faults at the end of this round, the time on this round will be the determining factor. Di Capero, CSNZ and Isabel Jameson from Whangarei, coached by the legend himself, Blythe Tate. Di Capero CSNZ by the stallion Eurosport Heartbreaker. Bred by the Rattray girls at Chalican Sport Horses.
Libby, Eric, some will come inside there.
Comes to the Wade Equine Vertical. Comes down to the catwalk. She's 3 from home. This one last line. Down the side of the Land Rover Lounge. Here she comes. Di Capero, CSNZ and Isabel. She also takes 1 rail. Oh! She also has the last down. It's a 8 fault round. 2 rails. It gives her 8 faults. Her time at this stage of the class is irrelevant, but it's 52-1, and that'll slot her into first place because she only has 8 faults from her 2 rounds. Junior Rider Final of the Year 2020. The Supermoth Trophy up for grabs. Junior Rider of the Year. Pippa Collins aboard Double J Barman from Otago. She attends Columbia College as a boarder. As these riders go through, they need to be aware of who is following them. We've got one very, very quick combination that'll be out last. Varley for Rosa Buist-Brown is also quick against the clock. Tara Gower, she does not muck around. She's also very quick. 3 Double J horses in this final round. Double J Image, Double J Breeze On, and we're watching Double J Barman for Pippa Collins. She sits on 8 faults. She needs to jump the rest of it clear if she's got any chance of finishing near the top. Oh, she has one down. She go to 12. She comes to the last. She jumps that clear. She's over that, and she goes into third place, so she's slightly slower than Crystal Hackett's time of 52.07, 57.25, and 12 faults for Double J Barman and Pippa Collins. Rosa Buist-Brown aboard Varley by the stallion Eurosport Centavos, a winner of our Olympic Cup for Claudia Hay was Eurosport Centavos. Can they pick up the junior rider? Varley for Rosa Buist-Brown. They sit in 4th place in the Equestrian Horse Grand Prix, but this is the junior rider class for 2020. She's got to be mindful that she's still got to keep the time forward. Jumps the brick wall. She sits on 4 penalties at the moment, Varley and Rosa Buist-Brown. They jump the weight equine vertical. She's 4 from home. She sets up at the catwalk. Her time at the moment will be irrelevant if she stays on the 4 faults. Jumps down the side of the Land Rover Lounge, jumped that clear. Oh, spooks a little bit at the last, but as she jumps it clear, and she will go into the lead with just the 4 faults after the 2 rounds. We see her turn up to fence 15, the NRM Oxer there, Rosa Buist-Brown aboard Varley. They go into the lead with a 2-round total of 4. And their time of 54.20. The second of our Double J Image horses in the second and final round for the junior rider of the year. Tara Gower aboard Double J Image. 7-year-old Bay Mare is Double J Image by the stallion Double J Repecharge. Big leap over the Land Rover Oxer for Double J Image. She turns up to the blue brick wall. Tara Gower jumps that clean. She comes now to the NRM Oxer. Up and over she goes. Rolls around this corner and she comes to the weight equine vertical. A little bit deep, but nonetheless, oh, she shortens up. She sees a short spot. Got to turn around and jump this all clear. She comes down the side of the Land Rover Lounge. Oh, she has the rail there, but is her time quicker than 54.2? Oh, it doesn't matter. She has the last down as well. It's an 8-fault round, 53.14, and she'll go into third place, 53.14 for Tara Gower and Double J Image. They will go into third place. Rosa Buist-Brown aboard Varley. They hold the lead, 4 faults after 2 rounds and a second round time of 54.20. West Melton Equine Muscular Therapy student. Welcome Margot Curtis. She rides a Flirtini. 4 combinations left to go. This is the first of those 4. Another one of these lovely horses by Eurosport Centavos. Flirtini. Clear round will guarantee her a place at this stage with only 3 combinations to follow. But 3 of those combinations can go very, very quick. Margot Curtis aboard Flirtini. Jumps the NRM Oxa. Four from home, Margaret Curtis. Flirtini comes to the catwalk. Oh, big leap. Comes down the last line, down the side of the Land Rover Lounge. She's got to jump them clear. Her time's not quick enough. If she has a rest, she jumps it clear. Well, her time's irrelevant, 58.05. Doesn't really matter at 58.05 because she is double clear. That has now heaped the pressure on the following riders. Francesca Corrich van der Baas, Riley Sheehan and Samantha Carrington. Those 3 combinations can go very, very quick. But can they jump clean? They need to jump a clear round because Margot Curtis and Flirtini made sure of that. We just saw them and they jumped a super clear. Double J breeze on for Samantha Carrington. She won the Farmlands Pony of the Year last night aboard Colours of Lansing. Can she go the double? She needs to jump clear. If she has a rail, she will not win. She's got to jump clear in a time quicker than 58.05. But the 2 combinations after her are quick against the clock. We all know Riley Sheehan Bandito NZPH is very quick, as is Gorado and Francesca. She comes down to her 4th to last, the Catwalk Oxa. 58.05 if she jumps clears the time to beat. Shortens up to the Land Rover double, down the side, here she comes. Can she go? Clear. She does. Yep, 55, 2 seconds quicker. 55.34. Samantha Carrington puts one hand on the Super Moth trophy. Samantha Carrington, Double J breeze on. 55.34. 2 combinations left to go. The only 2 that can beat Samantha. The first one of those is Francesca Corrich van der Baas aboard Gardo by the Eurosport Centavos. Another one by Eurosport Centavos in the Junior Rider Final for 2020. Got a big stride, this horse. You look at the difference between this horse and the next that we are going to see. They need to go clear, but they have to go faster than 55.34. I think the option there is jumping the brick wall and you can go the other side of that Ultramox fence if you're brave enough. We haven't seen anyone do it. Will Riley give it a shot? Whoa, big ride down there. She's got to shorten up because she's got to turn to her right quickly. Time is 45. She's slightly slower at the moment than Samantha, but she's got to jump the last clear. She comes to the last now, 55.34, brave ride. No, not quite quick enough for Gorado and Francesca. 56.19, she'll go into second. She was brave to the last. Francesca Corrich van der Paas slots into second aboard Gorado. Double J breeze on. for Samantha Carrington. They lead. Double clear, 55.34. We know the time is beatable. Di Capiro, CSNZ and Isabella Jamison have gone round in one of the quickest times of 52.21. We welcome Casey McKenna from Danny Verk. Former showing and side saddle champion. Last year she completed side saddle in the UK, coming away with some very, very good wins. Can she transform that? Can Lansing take home another win? Lewis for Casey McKenna by Lansing. They need to jump clear. That's the first one. The second one, they need to go quicker than 55.34, which at this stage doesn't look as if she will get the time. She needs to go quicker if she wants to catch the time of Samantha Carrington's Double J Breeze on. Won't matter now with 4 faults. She can finish in the top 5 though if she stays on 4. On the Land Rover Lounge double. Comes to the last, does Casey and Louis. And has one down at the last. And it's a 12-fault round for Louis and Casey McKenna. Bandito, NZPH for Riley Sheehan from Te Aroha. He will be able to beat the time because this pony is very quick, but he's got to jump clear. He's got to keep a cool head, does Riley. The time is well beatable. Don't chase the time. It will come up. This horse is incredibly quick. And he takes the brick wall down, so Samantha Carrington and Double J Breeze on will take the double. They win the Farmlands Pony of the Year last night on colours of Lansing, and she'll win the Junior Rider final aboard Double J Breeze on. Can still finish in the minor placings though. He can finish 4th if he keeps the time up, but he won't with 8 faults. Quickest time, 49.53, 5 seconds quicker than the rest. But it's 2 rails down and 8 faults for Bandito and Riley Sheehan. Riley Sheehan and Bandito, NZPH. He will finish in 5th place. So Land Rover Horse of the Year, Junior Rider of the Year. You see the results there on your screen. Samantha Carrington, she takes home a wonderful double, does Samantha. She wins the Farmlands Pony of the Year last night, and she takes home the Super Motha Trophy today in the Junior Rider of the Year. Samantha Carrington aboard Double J Breeze on Land Rover Horse of the Year 2020. She is our winner of the Junior Rider of the Year. Francesca Corrich van der Paas. Margot Curtis is 3rd, and Rosa Buist Brown rounds out the top 4. Land Rover Horse of the Year 2020, Junior Rider of the Year. And a great win to Samantha Carrington aboard Double J Breeze on. They'll take home the win, and they'll be presented with the Super Motha Trophy very shortly. But don't run away too far, folks. We're going to go down to presentations. If you're not interested in watching the presentations, come back at 2 o'clock for the Stirrups Equestrian Olympic Cup, coming to you live and exclusive via Sky Sport Next. That'll be underway at 2 o'clock. We're getting the Land Rover Premier Arena beautified. The course will be set. The jumps will be up to a metre 45 from a metre 60. So the top class of the show, the Olympic Cup, who will take home the Bowl of Roses, 19 combinations to attack the Werner Degg designed course, set to get on underway at 2 o'clock. Coming to you live and exclusive via Sky Sport. Next, we'll shoot down to Voice of Horse of the Year, Warwick Allen, for presentations of the Junior Rider of the Year 2020 that goes to Samantha Carrington aboard Double J Breeze On.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the Premier Jumping Arena, it is presentation time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome into our presentation our place getters in the Junior Rider of the Year for 2020. On hand to assist with the presentation, we welcome Mr. Steve Kensington from Land Rover and also Mr. John Coddle, who will present the Super Moth Trophy to our winning rider. A wonderful trophy that John and Jackie Coddle have put forward in memory of his great horse, Super Moth. And we'll ask John to come forward now and present the Super Moth Trophy to the 2020 Junior Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Carrington, Double J Breeze On.
John, can you turn around? John,
Stand next to her and give a photo. Come on out, Steve.
big smile.
Have another one with Steve. Yeah. Samantha, quickly, because we've got to get through this real quick, but congratulations. Pony last night, Junior, are you happy?
Yeah, I've got such good horses. I'm so lucky.
Tell me, was there a bit of pressure coming into that round there?
No, well, I just wanted to do a nice round, yeah.
Well, you did a beautiful round and it came up trumps for you. Put that trophy as far as you can in the year. Ladies and gentlemen, a Junior Rider for 2020, Samantha Carrington getting the double. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll ask John and Steve. John, you want to pull over here and you go and shake the other hands? John and Steve can go and shake the hands of our other place getters. In second place, riding Cardo, ladies and gentlemen, Francesca Gorich Vanderpass. In third place, riding Flirtini, Margot Curtis. In fourth place, riding Varley, Rosa Burst Brown. In fifth place, aboard Bandito NZPH, Riley Sheehan. And in sixth place, riding DiCaprio CSNZ, Isabella Jamison. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for all our place getters here in the Junior Rider of the Year as they're led out by our 2020 champion, riding Double J Brizon, Samantha Carrington.
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count.
Double J Brizon thought he was finished, but we're not finished with her, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2020 Junior Rider of the Year, Samantha Carrington. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to quietness here in the Premier Arena now as we turn our attention to the main dressage arena for the Grand Prix freestyle. We'll see you back in here at 2 o'clock for the Olympic Cup.
Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it.
Hastings is a warm and plentiful district, a place in the sun feeding the world with its abundant riches, glorious fresh fruit and produce, award-winning wines, swimming and biking, fantastic weather and fun in the sun. Hastings has an outstanding landscape, the triple peaks of Te Mata and the stunning Cape Kidnappers with its famous colony of gannets. Hastings is the heart for many of New Zealand's favourite sporting pursuits and attractions. The business and retail precinct is at the top of its game. At the helm, its innovative, hard-working community. A diverse global and Māori culture enrich our district. Our kete is now full to the brim. Come and bask in the bounty of the Hastings district, the heart of Hawke's Bay. Hastings is a warm and plentiful district, a place in the sun feeding the world with its abundant riches, glorious fresh fruit and produce, award-winning wines, swimming and biking, fantastic weather and fun in the sun. Hastings has an outstanding landscape, the triple peaks of Te Mata and the stunning Cape Kidnappers with its famous colony of gannets. Hastings is the heart for many of New Zealand's favourite sporting pursuits and attractions. The business and retail precinct is at the top of its game. At the helm, its innovative, hard-working community. A diverse global and Māori culture enrich our district. Our kete is now full to the brim. Come and bask in the bounty of the Hastings district, the heart of Hawke's Bay.
Quiz, query, try, spy, take cover, go for a swim, go on a whim, go outside in and inside out. Look once, look twice, follow a compass, not a clock. Never stop discovering.
The whole Equestrian brand is founded upon the life and the way of life in this part of the world. We want to create fragrances that reflect our lifestyle here and reflect who we are as people. It's important that the environment, the fragrances, the natural waxes and everything play together to create this one beautiful thing.
Ultramox, the multi-worming solution for horses from Bayer.
Ultramox is the only triple active wormer that contains moxidectin. Ultramox is effective against internal parasites of horses, but the addition of moxidectin means that it's also active against encysted cyathostomes. Ultramox was developed in New Zealand and is manufactured in New Zealand for New Zealand horses. Available from your local vet, equine specialty or farm supply store.
Bayer, science for a better life.